Hey up Blues fans, how are we all doing? Hope everyone's well. And any snide Charlton fans that may be joining us, and as always, the footballing world at large. How is everyone? Hope everyone's okay. Blues suffer a 1-0 defeat at the hands of Charlton. A well-deserved 3 points from Charlton's my assessment. Look, we will break down the Blues and where we went wrong, but I think it's always important to take your hat off and say Charlton were brilliant. Much better team. They're a much better team on the day. They look like they wanted to win the game of football. And look, that's what it all comes down to. I know we jump on and we say we're this, that, and we got the quality. And okay. Charlton wanted it. Charlton were hungry. Charlton, they're coming off the back of 3 defeats. They're playing at home. It's football. It's League One. That's what happens. Look, they looked more athletic. They won their duels. I think it's a brilliant setup from Nathan Jones. He's cramped the midfield. He's made it horrible. He's made it busy. He's made it scrappy. That's what they would have wanted. Then when they went 1-0 up, they used the dark arts, slowed the game down. Look, it's frustrating to watch. Look, when they're taking it to the corner flag and they're faking it, it's frustrating. But look, if the tables are turned, I'm all for it. So you got to tick it on the chin when it's happening to you, and fair play. Their striker, their number 9 was brilliant. I thought he really held up the ball well. I can't remember his name now. I'm sorry, I can't remember his name. He was brilliant though, held up the ball, was athletic. The amount of times I saw him go around a man and take someone on. Very, very good. Looked solid defensively. Everyone got back, everyone got forward. They moved as a unit. Look, in the first half, when we weren't playing well, I was just more appreciating how well Charlton were playing, because I thought it's nice to see some decent opposition at this level, and that's not no disrespect to League One, but while we have had teams score against us, it's always looked scrappy and it hasn't looked composed. Well, I thought Charlton looked like a good unit, and look, it's the only reason I'm not that bothered saying it is because that would have been out on the spin for us, and look, of course I wanted to win every single game. Realistically, it was never going to happen. It's almost like the pressure's off the players now. It's a bit like, now you can just play football. You ain't got to worry about this unbeaten thing, this whole breaking records. You ain't got to worry about any of that. You can just come out and play football. And look, I don't know if the recent wins and the quality that we have has almost gone to their head, because I come out and what I saw from Blues is the players were playing like they deserved to win before the first whistle had been blown. They were playing with this nonchalance, calm, don't worry, the win will come eventually. You're not entitled to anything. You need to go out there and graft. You need to win your duels. You need to sprint, fight and header for every ball. Just because you come for big money and, we got a League One super team, you don't deserve to win every game. Charlton would have been in their dressing room thinking, Birmingham. That's exactly what every team would be thinking, but Charlton come out and executed it. I thought everyone looked a bit off it, other than Sung Ho Paik. I thought Sung Ho Paik still looked brilliant. I do think, and look, I'm not saying this is Ben Davies. The goal isn't Ben Davies' fault. It's kind of everyone's fault when you're in there defending the box from a long throw-in, and you can see it's everyone's fault. But I always just had that thing where if Christian Bielik is on the field, I just don't think that happens, and I've got no evidence, or that's completely theoretical. But I just kind of have that feeling where if Christian Bielik's playing, that doesn't happen. He's there, he covers that. But that's, there and thereabouts, so who cares? As soon as I saw the long throw-in lineup, I thought, this is not something we've had to deal with this season. It's slightly different from dealing with a corner. It's more direct, it's more unpredictable. And as soon as I saw it, I thought, this would be a new challenge, and it's not a challenge we dealt with. And, I don't doubt that Chris Davies is in there going absolutely mental now. But I feel like maybe even him in the back of his head, and this is purely conjecture, he's thinking, at least all that record shit is gone and out of the way and we can just focus on football. The weird thing is, I don't know in terms of when it is a good time to lose and when it's not a good time to lose, but we've got the Shrewsbury in the Cup, which obviously doesn't count towards the league. So even if you go there and batter them, I don't know if you take much consolation for, we just finishing football for the international break on a loss. I'm not sure how that sits with me. Maybe it's a good thing and you've got time to go away, rest and train, and you come back and, maybe even you start up another win streak, who knows? But I don't know how having that in your head like for the next 2 weeks, or I think we play on the 19th, having that in your head, you think, we lost our last one. You don't want to overthink it, you just put it behind you, and like, that's sound. I thought, you know what, for the first time, I thought Cochrane looked a little bit rushed on the ball. I don't know about you, fair play to all the Blues fans that went. I actually had a ticket, and then a load of stuff happened, but I actually didn't end up going for personal reasons. But maybe it looked different in person, but I thought Cochrane looked very rushed on the ball, and I've never seen him like that. A few bad mistakes. I thought Clara looked good, but Clara usually works his way down that right hand side, and every time he got turned around and he got sent back. So they've clearly looked at that and thought you can't let him have him too much time, because he's kind of like, he turns into like a deep lying playmaker. Alfie May and Stansfield were non-existent the entirety of the game. I know Alfie May went off in the first half. At half time, sorry, but they were non-existent. I did feel like Jay Stansfield could have come deeper a little bit, and I know you kind of limit your options up front then, but just to have that extra man in the midfield, I know it kind of cramps it even more, but maybe it gives you an edge and you can work it out somewhere else. But probably the poorest game I've ever seen from Stansfield. You know, and that's not saying much because he's a great player, but Anderson, again, we didn't see much of any of our forwards, because they've done well. I barely saw the Charlton keeper. They've done so well to keep us in our own half. It was just one of them. I don't know if when you do that thing where it's like you're trying to convince yourself and lie to yourself that you're not mad, and then you do the Family Guy meme, when you go to bed, you're like, I think it's going to be one of them ones, so maybe it will hit me later, and I'll come back on the next video so you can negative. But we're still top, still a game in hand. 2 points clear. Barnsley done Huddersfield. Huddersfield done Barnsley, so that kind of went our way. So, yeah, look, it's one of them ones. The Shrewsbury game's where and whereabouts. I feel like we need to stay in the Cups more for squad rotation rather than pursuing it. Obviously, I'd like to go far. You get far enough, you get to Wembley, so we don't want to die out at Wembley. Of course, in that, I want to stay in the cup, but I think it's more important just in terms of so we can get the likes of Yokoyama and blood in the legs for some of the lads. I saw, obviously, Christian Bielik went off at half time. I don't think it's a serious injury by the looks of it, but it did look like it hurt. It looked like a stud in the ankle bone. Stud in the ankle bone. And I've had them before, man. They bloody hurt, so I'm not surprised he went off. You don't want to risk it, especially in a game like that. And you feel like Ben Davies has made a good account whenever he has come on. Bit of a kind of contradictory given what I've just said about the goal we conceded. But I think Nathan Jones will be gleaming. I'm going to watch his post-match interview, but I really don't want to, because I know we'll be smugging it. We beat the super team, the Birmingham Galacticos or whatever, and I know it will be the next few days. Everyone will come for us on social media, and that's just what it is. And I'm not going to lie, we deserve a little bit, because we have, as a fan base, we have got to hold our hands up and think we have been overly arrogant. Yes, the quality has been there, so it's not been arrogance without a purpose. But we have been overly arrogant, and we've dished it out on social media. So now it's our time to take a spoonful and open wide, because there's going to be a lot of it. And it's fine. Look, that's just football. I'm not bothered. So as long as it's funny, I don't care. If it's just stupid shit, then whatever. But I expect the Charlton fans to come. Charlton fans are a good fan base, to be fair, but they'll still come and give it large. Maybe in this comment section. Feel free to have a dig. I don't mind. But make sure you like and comment, subscribe and all that stuff. International break. It's frustrating now, because now you don't get to look back. You look forward to the league until the 19th. I think we play someone tough as well. I think we play Lincoln at home. Lincoln are good. But it's kind of like form resets after that. But we do have this thing where I know we won on our last comeback on the international break, but we always, in our history, seem to lose that first game back after international break. So I hope it don't slowly turn into like that's 2 losses on the belt and then pressure's on to get the third one. Look, Lincoln are a really good attacking team. There's spacing behind them. I think I said with Charlton the other day in the pre-match that it's going to be an awkward game. I don't know how it's going to go. I think I said Charlton will score first and it'll be 3-1 Blues. That's what I said. Alfred made to score any time. Awful bet other than Charlton scoring first. Look, that's what it is, guys. It is we keep right on. It's not a problem. We're still top. That's all that matters. As long as we don't let it turn into something. I think it will be a breath of fresh air for some of the players, as frustrating as it is. Christian Clara absolutely fuming after the game. He's the Ivan Drago of Birmingham, many. So I wouldn't worry too much. The improvements to be made. Look, I thought some of the subs wasn't impactful as he has been in previous games. Scott Wright looked direct, but I did feel like Scott Wright could have had a shot when he got through on target. When he got through the middle of them two defenders, he looked to cut it back. And I'm thinking, at this point in the game, mate, just have a dig. Because I don't think we had a single shot on target that entire game. And again, that's down to how well Charlton flooded the midfield. It is what it is. Guys, that's everything from me. I'm gonna go cry, have some dinner, and just cry into my pizza. Right, take it easy, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Take it easy, and I'll see you next time.